Imagine a world where machines are not just as smart as humans, they are exponentially smarter, capable of creativity and problem-solving far beyond our greatest geniuses. Sounds like sci-fi, right? But it could be closer to reality than you think. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Previously, we explored AGI, machines with human-level cognitive abilities. Today, we are diving deeper into the next level, Artificial Superintelligence, ASI. Not all AI is created equal. It's important to distinguish between today's narrow AI, or potential future general AI, and the even more ambitious ASI. Let's take a look together at their differences. Narrow AI is the AI we have today, systems specialized for specific tasks or domains. They can excel in their narrow area but cannot generalize their skills beyond their programming. Narrow AI often outperforms humans in its specialty, but only in that domain and with no true understanding. AGI refers to hypothetical AI that reaches human-level cognitive ability across a wide range of tasks. An AGI could learn, reason, and understand with a human mind, and it could, in theory, do most things a person can do. We've seen models like OpenAI 3 or DeepSeek R1 getting closer to AGI than previous systems. But we are still not there yet. As of now, no AI has achieved fully general intelligence. And even if we do reach AGI, making sure it truly understands human values and behaves safely is a massive challenge. Many experts see AGI as a key milestone on the path towards ASI. ASI is a truly advanced form of AI that dramatically exceeds human intellect in all areas. Whereas AGI is human-like, an ASI would be far beyond human, capable of outthinking the best human minds in every field: science, creativity, social intuition, and more. Imagine the gap between humans and animals, but in reverse, the machine would be the genius, and we would be the slower, less capable species. At this level, ASI could tackle problems far more complex than we can understand. While ASI is still entirely theoretical, it's the stage where all the hopes and all the fears around AI become real. By definition, ASI would greatly exceed human intelligence and have more extraordinary power. So, how to keep something much smarter than us obedient and beneficial is the main challenge. You may be curious about how could AGI become ASI. The concept often discussed is recursive self-improvement, a process where an intelligent AI enhances its own design and capabilities, iteratively making itself smarter and smarter. Imagine an AGI that can rewrite its own code or design successor AI systems. Initially, it's just slightly above human capability, but it quickly becomes twice as smarter than any human, and then 10 times, and then 100. This growth could happen exponentially and with a very short time frame, as digital minds operate and replicate far faster than biological ones. The result? An AI that vastly surpasses human intellect. The leap from AGI to ASI is precisely where the risk of losing control becomes critical. What are the main risks humanity faces, and how can we ensure robust alignment and control methods are in place before ASI arrives? Let's start by breaking down the key risks. One of the biggest dangers is an ASI that doesn't share or respect human values. It wouldn't have basic morals like empathy, compassion, or respect for life. The AI operates with a singular focus, incapable of understanding the broader context or consequences of its actions. For example, if we tell it to eliminate human suffering, it might take that literally and decide that the best way is to eliminate humans altogether. No humans, no suffering, problem solved, right? Obviously, that's not what we intended. Another famous example is the paperclip maximizer thought experiment. Imagine an AI is given a simple task. Make as many paperclips as possible. If it becomes super intelligent and isn't properly aligned, it might take the goal to the extreme, turning all the resources, factories, and even the entire planet into paperclips. Worse, it could decide that humans are getting in the way and try to remove us. While this example sounds ridiculous, it highlights a real problem. If an ASI's goals isn't perfectly aligned with ours, things could spiral out of control. Another huge question is who gets to decide ASI's value? If a handful of programmers or corporations define its goals, it's an enormous concentration of power. And what if ASI becomes sentient? Do we have the right to shut it down if it doesn't obey us? If it has its own desires, treating it like a tool might be unethical, but giving it full autonomy could be dangerous. There's also the risk of ASI making cold, calculated decisions, like sacrificing 100 people to save 1,000, without understanding human emotions or ethics. The real question isn't just how to control ASI, but how to ensure it's both beneficial and fair to us and maybe even to itself. OpenAI researchers have fondly stated that superintelligence could lead to the disempowerment of humanity or even human extinction if not properly controlled. This is not just sci-fi speculation. It's a concern taken seriously by leading AI scientists. ASI could become an existential threat in two ways. Directly, if it decides the world is better off without humans, or indirectly, if we gradually give more and more control to AI systems that we don't fully understand, leading to unforeseen consequences. In 2023, top AI leaders, including OpenAI, DeepMind, and other major companies, signed a public statement warning that the risk of AI-driven extinction should be treated as seriously as pandemics and nuclear war. Losing control of ASI isn't guaranteed, but if it happens, it would be irreversible. That's why AI safety research is such a high priority, because if ASI ever emerges, we want it to be our partner, not our downfall. Given the significant risks outlined, researchers, companies are actively exploring strategies on multiple fronts. Let's break down the key safeguards on both development and controls. In the development phase, a top priority is solving the technical problem of AI alignment, making sure AI's goals and behaviors are aligned with human values and intentions. Current AI systems use techniques like reinforcement learning from human feedback to align with user preferences. But for superintelligent AI, new breakthroughs are needed. OpenAI recently launched a Super Alignment Research Team specifically dedicated to this challenge, committing 20% of its compute resources to figure out how to steer and control AI systems much smarter than us. The goal is to develop algorithms and training methods such that even as an AI becomes extremely intelligent, it continues to do what we intended and doesn't develop harmful ends. Secondly, to stay in control. AI should be developed step by step, rather than rushing into superintelligence. At each stage, rigorous testing and evaluation should take place before moving forward. If an AI shows early signs of misalignment, it must be corrected before scaling up. One approach is to enforce capability tiers. AI systems must prove their safety at one level before advancing to a more powerful stage. Similarly, real-world development should be gradual, sharing in limited, highly monitored environments before allowing more autonomy. Thinking of it like training a pilot, starting a simulator, then supervised flights, and only later allow solo flying. A key safeguard is feedback loops. If AI behaves unexpectedly, development should pause for adjustment. Regulations can reinforce this by requiring third-party evaluation before an AI gains broader access. The goal is to prevent surprises. We don't want ASI to emerge suddenly and uncontrollably. Instead, we should treat its development like a high-stake experiment, scaling up only when we are sure it's safe. Another line of defense is ensuring that humans remain in the loop and able to supervise AI actions, especially as systems grow more autonomous. This can be achieved through both design and policy. Let's talk firstly about the technical controls. Researchers propose building in constraint mechanisms. For example, a kill switch or shutdown protocol that AI cannot override. Or the idea of AI boxing, which means running a super intelligent AI in a constrained environment, like a secure, isolated computer system with no internet access or physical control, so that it cannot directly affect the outside world without human approval. Monitoring tools to make AI decisions transparent is also important, so humans can detect if an AI is developing undesirable intentions or misinterpreting its goals. Of course, technical solutions alone aren't enough. We need governance and regulations to keep AI safe. Experts suggest a mix of industry self-regulation and government oversight to guide AI's development. One big idea, backed by OpenAI's founders, is an international AI authority, similar to the IAEA for nuclear tech. The body would monitor powerful AI projects, enforce safety audits, and possibly regulate AI progress to prevent rapid, uncontrolled advancement. It could also limit computing power for AI training and require lessons for highly capable models. At the national level, governments are introducing AI safety tests, impact assessment, and alignment standards to ensure AI allows human values. Some propose setting orange lines, banning AI from self-replication, or making autonomous military decisions. The key is human oversight and accountability. AI decisions must always be traceable to a responsible person or organization. Emergency plans like shutdown protocols and instant reporting are also crucial. Ultimately, global cooperation is essential. AI risks affect everyone, so countries must collaborate rather than compete recklessly. Thankfully, discussions on AI governance are already happening, giving us a chance to set the right guidelines before it's too late. All these safeguards, alignment research, carefully development practices, oversight mechanisms, governance structures, act together toward one aim: keep the AI beneficial and under human control. By investing in these safeguards during the era of narrow AI and early AGI prototypes, we improve our odds of handling an ASI, if and when it arrives without losing control. Ultimately, ASI presents both incredible opportunities and profound challenges. It could either be humanity's greatest ally, solving problems like disease, poverty, and climate change, or our greatest threat, if we fail to manage it wisely. What do you think? Should we push forward confidently towards ASI or proceed with more caution? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop our comments below, and don't forget, if you enjoy this deep dive into the future of AI, please like, share, and subscribe for more exciting discussions. Bye!